This hopefully will be a long video about hitchhiking. My mistress. It's been so long. Coronavirus. God. No one would pick up. I think I saw a video online or some post on Facebook about some people who were trying in France recently. So fair play to them. If they can. I'm sure hitchhiking in New Zealand's still fine. But in the UK, nah, I would say until coronavirus is over. Ugh. Anyways, hitchhiking. Very much enjoy it. Very, very, very um, freeing. Very freeing. Allows many realms of possibilities to happen. You're put in situations where it's just raw reality of like the situation that the world is in at the moment, and it's like you can despise it, you can like it's like it's gross, it's like no, it's horrible. Or you can just sing on the side of the road and be like, "Yay, I'm Mr. Happy." Yeah, like I'm like jolly. I'm just like sat by the road, just sitting around, just like thumb out, going somewhere, doing something with my life. Like, I feel pride. I feel unique. It's like there's not many hitchhikers. I'm like, I'm so great. I'm doing a solid for the hitchhiking's like realm of possibilities. And when you're sat by the side of the road, sometimes you'll be sat on the road for a long time, and I'm lucky enough to not be sat by the road like for days or anything like that. And I've done hitchhiking for a fair bit, and I've heard stories of someone who's been sat on the road for like 2 days on the one spot. And that was in Australia, and it was a girl who picked me up and told me that. No, I mean, she said it was hard. I can believe her. Also, random shit happens, and you're like, you just go along with it. You don't get blazed or like when you get into the rhythm of it, and some random stuff happens, like really like random stuff. You're not phased. You just take it like, yeah. The people you meet are random, really random. Um, Usually they're really nice. Um, they'll take you out like along the road to a cafe. They'll be like, "You want some espressos or something? You want some drink?" I'm always like, yeah. They'll talk about politics sometimes. I met some politicians on the road. You meet religious people, truckers. I'm I met a trucker who was quite Christian once and tried to convert me. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. I believe in something different. He didn't understand that, so it's like, yeah. But like, I like crawling into the the lorries when I get in there, and also when someone pulls over, it's such a good feeling. Usually, like when it's not though, then you've probably hitched a little too much. You need to take a break, as it should be enjoyable. Every time someone pulls over should be a great time. It'd be a bloody great time. If you're not getting that good feeling from someone pulling over, you've either travelled too far and you need to take a break. Or if you're already out in the middle of nowhere and you need to get somewhere to stop traveling, then yeah, that has happened to me. I've had people stop and I don't care. I'm just like, I need to get on. I need to. But that's rare. Most of the time, I'm incredibly happy. Um, what else? I mean, I could start talking stories instead of just describing it to you. But I'm describing just from stories, so I'll just keep doing that. Because there's so many stories I couldn't start, and describe one, and then I'd be like, there's just so many more. You get so many stories from hitchhiking. I met a lady who was training. She was hopping on trains like a hobo, not paying for tickets, but she was in the carriages, not in the freights or anything. She was just, doing it that way. And I looked at her and she was like bored as fuck. I mean, she wasn't bored, she was just trying to get out of her head. She was like looking out the window, like, oh, like, just having this anxiety, like, sort of like, and she got, not anxiety, but like, I'm sure she was just hiding it among, like, this really hard persona that she had going, like, because she used to be hot. Like, I think her and her friend that she was doing it with, and I just tagged along because at the time I just found them and I was like, yeah, I'll come, I'll do that. But yeah, I didn't think they were having as good time as I was hitchhiking. Although, in a way, what they were doing was easier. Like, you can travel really far and it's quick and relatively easy and reliable. Only that you do sometimes get caught and then you just get kicked off or something like that. And it's always unpleasant. I think they were a bit scatty. Hey, that's just what I'm gonna say. I liked them though. The girl I liked. The guy, nah, it's not so much. I'd recommend that she take hitchhiking because it's just a lot more. You can make a lot more stories out of it. You get a lot more experiences. Yeah. I recommend hitchhiking to young people of the age about 19. That's when I did it. I started at 19. Good age, good time. I think 19 was the time my life changed, really. To this point where I'm in a fucking tipi. Like, that's the turning point in my life, was 19. Look at the tipi. Oh my, what a beautiful tipi. Me again. What about hitchhiking? Oh yeah, there's these fears about hitchhiking. That's what stops most people from doing it. What if someone rapes me on the road? Yes, I have had one person ask for sex. And yes, another time someone didn't want to let me out. But they eventually gave up and let me out. Now I'm lucky. Some maybe, I don't know. Was I unlucky to have that happen to me? Or, look, I'm sure that there have been bad cases on hitchhiking, but I haven't heard them. I haven't. But I'm sure it's within the realm of possibility that someone's been raped hitchhiking and killed and stuff. Yeah, obviously, it's happened. But should it stop you from trying? No. It's rare. It's really, really rare. I've always thought you've got a higher chance of dying a grisly death motorbike. Cycling. People do that. They don't think twice when they go hop on their motorbike. Well, everyone thinks when they hitchhike, they're like, oh, but that's the realm of possibilities, you see. There's so many. You can explore, like, a huge realm of possibilities here, or you can just focus on, like, the really bad, but like very little chance that something like that would happen. But there's so much like realms of like good stuff could happen, like really good stuff. Um, and that's like the roll of the dice. Like, but it's not a dice. It's like a dice. It's so like, and there's like a tiny bit that you might even like unfortunately get. You could probably handle it though. Most people will be able to handle it. Or should I bring a knife when I hitchhike? I've hitchhiked without a knife. Without a knife. Or a gun. Or nothing like that. I've always felt when you're sat beside the person in the car and you've got a knife on you, you feel like uneasy. It sort of changes the atmosphere. Just not they don't know it, but you do. And you've got the knife, and the knife is actually more scary than anything else. And you're the one who's got it, you know. But then again, I'm a guy. I can handle myself. Oh la, handle myself. Um, can't girls do that as well? You get these girly girls. They're like, oh no, 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 no. I can possibly do that. Oh la la. They sicken me. I like the hardy girls. The ones who are a bit braver. You know. A little risk taking, you know. Like the guys. Those are the girls I love. I think if girls go hitchhiking, they should either do it with a companion, male or female. If they go alone, is there a problem with that? Going alone? Should you not? Should you not bother? I mean, yeah, you might as well. I don't know, you do what you want. I'm not here to tell you. Anything else I'd like to talk about? Some of the best times I've ever had hitchhiking was when I was hitchhiking with a girl. That was great because I was just. But then again, I was in love then, so it was like I was doing two things I really, really loved, and it just like compounded into some huge loving experience. Yeah. Alright, I'll leave it there. Bye.